Gary again. Good morning, paddlers, from beautiful Marina del Rey, Los Angeles, California. And this is a little video about something I've been wondering about. It's rolling your boat. You know, do you want to roll your own? And there's my understanding, according to the videos that Ivan Lala has put out, that either you want to paddling kayak or surf ski, either keep the boat flat, steady, no rolling, or roll toward the stroke side. So here's flat, more or less, and now here's rolling toward the stroke side. Okay, you can see that by just looking at the front camera there, the bow camera. So the question is, I can do both of those. So what am I doing differently? I think being steady is better. I mean, this rolling is unnecessary motion. I don't think it contributes much to the friction there or loss, but unnecessary motion, why do it? But I can do either one. I can do flat or rolling. So we're going to look at that. And I have two questions about it. One is, what am I doing differently between the two? More steady, I'll call it, and rolling toward the stroke styles. What am I doing differently? And is one of those, do I look better paddling? Is there something better about my technique using one or the other? If not, I mean, I'll just stick with trying to keep things steady. Okay, so let's see how this works. We can go over to the front camera now. And I'm going to start off. This is what I call steady. I'm not going to paddle too hard, but sort of like a zone 2 effort. So this is steady. Rolling. Steady. Rolling. Steady. Rolling. And I'm going to start off. This is what I call steady. I'm not going to paddle too hard, but sort of like a zone 2 effort. So this is steady. Rolling. Steady. Rolling. Steady. Rolling. Okay, so I was, in a sense, exaggerating the rolling a little bit there. So two questions again. What am I doing differently? Do I look better doing one or the other? The third question is a real mystery to me. And that is, how is it possible to roll away from the stroke? Now, Ivan says you can't do that, or you can't do it if you're putting any pressure on the stroke side foot, right? So, and yet, okay, so let me try it first of all. Okay, so now I'm going to try to, no, that's the same side. Okay, let me get going. Let me be flat. Okay, now I want to roll away. Well, sort of, I can do that. I'm sort of taking my non-stroke side leg and I'm sort of using that. And you can see my knees, I think. Make sure you can see my knees. If I, as I put a little bit of pressure, extend anyway, but the bended one, non-stroke side goes up, I can get away from the stroke. Boy, that feels weird. But if I don't do that, okay, away from the stroke, away, 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 away. As soon as I stop doing that, I steady out. And as soon as I start putting more pressure on, I don't see how it's possible to put pressure on the same side stroke. I can use that and really come over. I'm putting my weight and my foot on this side. How in the hell are people able to put pressure and go on the other side without doing weird things with their knees? So I don't seem to be able to really do that. But why is it? Now this is really the question. How is it that I've seen what appear to be really good paddlers who are doing that? How is that possible? Now Ivan says if you're putting pressure on the stroke side, there's no way that you can lean away from the stroke. So that's proof in his eyes that the paddler is now putting pressure on the same side foot, stroke side foot. But how can that be? How can people, there was a paddler in that mirror water paddler I put up about yaw and how the serpentine tail of paddling, and somebody noted that, hey, that person is leaning away from the stroke, and this should be an elite paddler. And I've seen others, if not elite, but they look like really strong, skilled paddlers who are leaning away from the stroke. So I can't believe that they're not putting pressure on the same side foot for leg drive. That just seems crazy that they can paddle that well and at that level and that quickly. So that's the third question. How is it possible to lean away from the stroke and still be apparently a decent and even perhaps elite level paddler? Okay, so 3 questions having to do with rolling, and look forward to your feedback. And I'll close this crap paddling video from the California Center for Research in Advanced Paddling crap.